Estoy cansado. Well, all right, guys, we are back from SummerSlam 2023. We just finished our live stream. If you didn't have a chance, you could actually watch part of it. If you're watching the show, you know, you kind of listen to what we had to say during the match. Some of the stuff had nothing to do with the match, but it was kind of funny. But anyways, another thing is that I want to thank everybody because we did reach our 1 year anniversary. We didn't do an actual show. I was on vacation. Then JJ was on vacation. So we just wanted to honestly, we want to thank everybody. I mean, it's really cool. Started this journey. We had an audio podcast for a little bit, and then we started doing YouTube. JJ was like, you know what, we should do YouTube. And I'm like, maybe not. But hey, best idea ever. So it really worked. Really worked. All right, so we're gonna just give you kind of a quick review of what we thought of SummerSlam 2023. The first match was Logan Paul against Ricochet, which wasn't actually it was a really good match. Honestly, I don't know where they're.
Joshua, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, Vince Russo booked that ending with all the Russo swerves. You know what? Kind of. If it would have been Russo, it would have been way crazier than that. It would have just been something completely random. The pay-per-view was relatively predictable.
Superman would have came out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. So the first match, Logan Paul versus Ricochet. What you think about that one?
It wasn't a bad match, honestly. I was trying to enjoy it, but I don't know. Like I think I was expecting a little bit more. It was. Like, I wish Ricochet would have gotten a little bit more offense. Because, like, realistically, like, come on, man. Prince Puma, he was Prince Puma in Lucha Underground. He's great. Like, he can do all the flippity-flop stuff, and he can wrestle. He's really good. It just kind of sucks that, I mean, I get it. You're doing it because Logan Paul, hey, he brings in a lot of the money. So, I didn't like the ending at all, but realistically, it was kind of like, how else are you gonna have it? You know what I mean? So, but
I mean, we predicted it.
we still don't even know who the hell gave him the breast knuckles. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? He's having technical difficulties. Yo, what happened to your microphone, sir? Sir. Math band. I don't know, man. I don't. You talk. Wait, you talking about the Logan Paul match or the Roman Reigns match? I can't hear you, bro. Like I don't. I can't. I can't hear you. I don't know. The Logan Paul match. Okay. It was good. I just thought that I wish, because like honestly, I'm a fan of Ricochet, and I wish he would have gotten a little bit more offense. But hey, like that, the standing backflips that he does, the what was it, the 450 that he did from the turnbuckle, man, it's dope. Like you know what I mean. It just kind of sucks that he never landed one. So yeah. But you're right. Like I don't think the match set up anything for a rematch. I think I don't see Logan Paul just coming out in every single pay-per-view. You know what I mean? There you go. I can hear you now.
Now can you hear me? All right, cool. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just for whatever reason my computer glitched. But it was a good match. The only thing is that it was kind of there wasn't really a lot of storytelling, and that's probably Ricochet's biggest downfall. He's an amazing athletic wrestler. He's an acrobat. He can do things that nobody else can do, especially when he does that little superhero flip where he stands right in front of somebody and just sticks the landing. Bro, that looks amazing. But then again, that's not. Yeah, exactly. But it's not telling a story, and that's what if it was AEW Japan, I get it and it makes sense. But over in WWE, it's more about. Excuse me. It's more about that. More about that storytelling. More about that slow burn. Kind of like and the whole bloodline thing, the reason why it was so successful wasn't because it's not because of their work rate. It's because of the story they're telling, and even stories in the past. Like, yes, you do have some people which, oh my god, that was a great technical match, but in the end of the day, what matters are the big moments. You know, when something happens. For example, like the Shield, whenever Seth betrayed Roman. Right? That was a big moment. It had nothing to do with wrestling, but it was a big moment. That meant a lot more than most matches do. So that's the only
Everybody
thing.
felt like,
Yeah. No, it was great. This match, to if I'm going to give it my El Sampler stars instead of Meltzer stars, I would actually give it a 4, just because honestly Logan Paul was able to keep up. Like, he looked like a real wrestler. Like, and honestly.
he needs to stop doing that buckshot lariat, bro. This man is looking to tear his ACL. Like,
He still does it better than
no,
what's his face
no, don't get
on AEW. What's his face? Oh God, I forgot his name.
don't get me
I
wrong.
can't stand it.
I
Anyways,
don't like I'm not saying that it's bad, but I'm saying, like, for his safety, he did it to the outside of the ring. Like, it's like, bro, come on, you're kind of wilding on that.
yeah,
Like, I get it to the in ring, like he's done it like plenty of times, but it's like, bro, to the outside, you kind of
yeah, it's a
like
little
looking
harsh.
for Hangman Page,
Hangman Page, that's what it is.
Hangman Page.
He does it better than Hangman. I gotta give him credit though. That's his move.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I'm sorry. I just wanted a little bit more offense from Ricochet, not so much lopsided.
Yeah, well, probably Ricochet just wanted to give Logan Paul a little bit more shine, more spotlight, or
He
maybe that's what
did.
they told him.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
that's what they
did.
told him. They're like, hey, this guy needs to look good. He's bringing us money.
At least Logan Paul didn't win clean, so that's
Yeah, it was
good.
good. It
Which
was
is
good.
still confusing because he was a babyface against Roman Reigns and then a
No, but
heel.
he's a heel. He's a straight up
Yeah,
heel.
yeah,
Now he's
he's
a
a heel.
straight up
Yeah,
heel. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, he's naturally a heel.
yeah.
So, all right. So, good. All right. Perfect. Next match
Well,
was
Ronda
Ronda versus
versus
Shayna.
Shayna Basler.
This one was kind of a weird match. I didn't really understand the whole rules. They were like, okay, MMA rules. It does seem that Ronda did legit hurt Shayna for a minute there, because it just seemed like Shayna was out of it for
Yeah,
probably 75% of the match.
poop sounds.
Yeah, she looked like she was out there. I expected more out of the match.
To be honest with you, this match should have been on Friday night, SmackDown, instead of the United States champion match. Because
Yeah.
the U.S. champion match is going to be on Friday, and that should have been on SummerSlam.
In fact, looking how it ended up, they probably should have had the Trish Stratus and Becky match instead of this. At least there's something behind it. There's some emotion, and there's going to be a story moving forward. With
Yeah.
Shayna and Ronda, might be Ronda's last match.
Yeah.
Even though I know they're probably giving her, if it is her last big match, I mean, it's cool, it's fine, but the execution wasn't really there, and it could have been just because of that hit. Maybe
gonna
the
give
match
it
should have been
a
completely different.
Honestly, I don't have too much to say. I'm gonna give it a 1.5. I just wanted, hey, they both have MMA backgrounds. They did it professionally.
Yeah.
If the rules were MMA style match, why couldn't they hit each other harder? I get it. I understand your point that it's wrestling, but however, don't put two MMA fighters in the ring and then say it's MMA rules. Like, if it's not gonna be like that, you know
Well,
what I mean?
you could have done kind of like Brock, even though, granted, nobody else is Brock Lesnar, but you could have made it look more credible. You know, they reminded me a little bit Bobby Lashley, because it almost seems like Bobby Lashley, when he wrestles, he's trying not to hurt someone half the time. Like, he never looks super vicious. While
Soft.
Brock looks like he's like, no, but Brock looks like he's laying it in. Like, and Brock sells probably better than anybody else, which he doesn't have to. He sells better than Cody Rhodes, which we'll go into that in a little bit. But
So we're
yeah, but that's the thing. It just seemed like they were being too careful, and that's fine. Yeah, I give this one. I mean, I'll give it a 2. It should be really an incomplete, because I don't really think the match went how it was supposed to go. But looking at results, probably 2. I'll give it a 2. That's fine.
all right. Then next, you're gonna have the SummerSlam Men's Battle Royale, where our boy L.A. Knight
Yeah.
got the dub. Yeah,
Yeah.
about time. About time.
Let me
I
talk
literally,
to you.
I jumped out my couch. I was celebrating. My son
Yeah,
was like, "What happened?" I'm like, "LA Knight finally fucking won." I'm sorry for cursing, but,
bro. When you sent me that
he
message, I heard.
finally won.
No, I will tell you this. Your son in the background sounded awesome, bro. Like, cause I heard your message. It's on there, and you can hear your son. Just go crazy. I'm like,
Yeah, like
that's
LA
cool.
Knight won. Let's go, bro. The
Yeah,
push is starting, and
yeah.
that's all I cared
Hopefully,
about.
hopefully, man. I mean, he's already in his 40s, so this is it. This is his
I,
chance. So they can't slow burn him. He's got to go in
he
and
has to get that U.S. title, bro. But the thing is, like, I don't know. I actually think that Theory is gonna win on Friday because like Santos has gotten the upper hand way too much,
yeah.
like over Theory. And honestly, I know there was a report a couple of weeks, like last week or 2 weeks ago, supposedly about that they wanted to push a Latino baby face as the U.S. champion. I don't think that shit is gonna happen. Santos Escobar is not there yet, to be honest with you. He's a
Could be
better.
Damian Priest though.
Yeah, but he's on Smack. Oh, he's on Raw. But
So
like realistically, Santos Escobar is a better heel than anything else. So yeah, he was great this Tuesday on NXT with the Don and Stacks, which it was his old group that he was with whenever they were doing the whole
Hijo del Fantasma.
Legado de Fantasma and
Legado del
Don's
Fantasma.
family. So yeah, so like I don't know. I just hope Theory gets a U.S. champion opportunity and we get a match because that
Yeah.
would be the biggest pop. If he wins, that would be the biggest pop ever.
But for Santos, I think he has to get away from Ray. It's already time. He
Yeah.
has to get away from him because I think Ray.
No, pero
You're
es
not gonna
todo
outshine Fried.
mi raza.
No, yeah. Well, but then they'll have the whole thing of English and Spanish. It's like, te voy a ganar. I'm gonna beat you, mañana en la noche, tomorrow night. And you're like, why are you translating the same thing you just said?
Mi
Like,
ídolo.
yeah. But yeah. But I would. See, the thing with Theory, like I said in the last episode, that whole thing with John Cena, I think killed his push. Now nobody cares about him.
I don't
He
even.
was
I don't even think Triple H cares about him.
no, and that was Triple H's boy. That's
On
the
top of
thing.
that, whenever Roman killed
Vince's
him
boy.
on
It's
the
actually Vince's.
mic, whenever Roman said "Daddy ain't here no more," that was it. That was it. Theory just went downhill. Like,
Watch. You know where we're gonna know if Theory's in trouble? If next week, Karrion Kross comes out with the card.
Oh my!
Could you imagine that?
Bro. Getting back to the Royal Rumble, because AJ Styles
Karrion
was
Kross
one
was
of the
there.
last three, right? And then AJ Styles got eliminated because for some apparent damn reason, Karrion Kross kicked him out. He
Yeah.
dragged his leg. I'm just like, oh my god. He's yelling, "We ain't over until I say it's over." Bro, come on, man. Nobody cares. Like realistically, Karrion Kross needs to go to AEW. Go to Collision. Go to
No, he has to go to
Dark,
the
whatever.
Indies. He has to go to the Indies. He needs to go back to Impact. Go back to TNA.
I'm
That's what
sorry.
he's gonna
If
do.
you're a fan of Karrion Kross, please let us know down in the chat right now.
And by the
I
way,
doubt
if
that
you
any
are,
of
and
you
if
guys.
hey, and if you are, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Actually, I'll pay you to be a fan.
Sad part is I used to like him in TNA. I thought it was really good, and in NXT was great. He
What?
goes to the main
He
roster.
was fucking terrible in NXT also.
NXT wasn't that
He
bad.
just
No,
had a look. Adam Cole killed him on
hey,
the mic. After that, he
bro,
was
Adam
done.
Cole will kill almost anybody on the mic. There's not a lot of people that he couldn't kill the mic.
He said, they gave you a cool entrance. They give you the cool girl.
Yeah.
All they do for me is play my music. And I
And
still
that is
run
true.
circles around
Yeah,
you.
but come on, man. But Adam Cole's like elite guy. It's
Adam
like saying,
Cole,
it's like saying, oh yeah,
baby.
yeah, so and so, The Rock, The Rock beat him at a promo. He sucks. Like, yeah, yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, so this one, kind of just at least.
But hey,
what?
sorry.
What you
I was gonna mention Omos came back. That was the first time
Yeah.
since WrestleMania.
That's cool. That's cool.
So yeah, so
Yeah, I like that. I like that. So we needed a big man, I guess, in the match. So, but anyways, yeah. What happened?
Omos came out. Yeah,
Hey, you got to do something.
that was it. That was it. Just
Hey, just do the Orange
just
Cassidy, like no, the one's like a lazy thumb, like right. But
thumbs up,
anyway, yeah. But I thought the only there's a couple of things that kind of just really quick that I didn't like about it. One, I thought there was too many big names. It was weird because normally this type of thing you have like
Ooh, who
in
was
this
giving me
match,
big
like
name?
there was relatively big names. Normally you get like your Ridge Hollands of the world there, which he was there, fine.
Man,
But then you had AJ Styles there. You had Santos
he
Escobar, which you're
hasn't
trying to
done
push him.
shit in like a year and a half, bro.
But
Like, come
no
on,
matter what,
he's
I mean,
literally
AJ Styles is still a legend.
part of the pack.
It's like putting Edge in a battle royal. He
I
hasn't
get
done
it.
shit, but it's
I
still a
get your
big
point.
name.
I get your point about
Yeah,
the prestigious name. However,
exactly.
currently in the past year, the man has been hurt. Previous to that, he wasn't doing shit either.
No, and that's fine, But the thing is that you had like Santos Escobar, which you're trying to give him a push. You had Austin Theory there, so there's
Austin Theory
some
was in. I thought he
yeah.
just got
He was
involved.
he was there and I mean involved. Or
He wasn't
I
part of the
think it was.
match.
Oh, well, whatever. Right? He was there at some point. Regardless, he still got involved in the match. So he's part of the match to me. So normally in a case like that, it's just going to be a bunch of people that are not featured, and you're not going to have you're not going to have
Matt
like
Gables.
yeah
And
you're not going
Otis's.
yeah, and Karen Crosses. Hey, at least Otis and Gable have something to do.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, they're good. But yeah, but that's the thing. I really thought it was weird. I'll give it a 3.5. I give it 0.5 for execution and 2 points for LA Knight winning.
I'm sorry, man, but I'm gonna give it a 5 just because LA Knight won. That's like,
I'll give it a
hey,
5 too, damn it.
that's a
Yeah.
celebration. That's like New Year's New Year's right there, bro. Like, come on,
You
man.
give it a 2.5? Nah.
Nah.
Let me talk to you.
Multiply times 2. Let me talk to you. Yeah.
Bro, he's so over. It's not even funny. It's crazy.
Whenever at the beginning, whenever they were like, how are you gonna start the men's Royal Rumble with blah blah blah? And I really thought for a slight second that was LA Knight. But once I started listening to the rest of the promo or whatever, I was like, that shit is trash. This is not LA Knight. It was MVP. Like,
No,
so
MVP's good
no,
on
and
the mic,
MVP
but
is good, but it's like
there's only so much you can do.
with Omos.
Yeah, I mean he's
I
still.
feel, bro. It's like
I think
Dude is
MVP should go
Dude
with
is-
Lashley's team, bro.
he will.
That would be great. Like
And then-
because
And then Bianca can fake an injury into
Ooh.
that team too.
that's all they need. That's all they need. But anyways, next match. What was the next match?
The next match
That was Cody, right?
was the Cody versus Brock Lesnar match.
I'm sorry, I don't have the animation from the video last time. Whoa.
Bro, let me tell you.
Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you. Math band. This man, he ended up bringing up in the live chat that Cody Rhodes should have won against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Something like that. You could have had.
Nah.
But realistically, no, man. This man is getting pushed down our throat so bad, pause, that it's getting uncomfortable. Pause. And I don't know what that feels like. But
TMI.
the thing is,
Too many details.
the thing is, this man right now, he is super Cody Rhodes. Like Superman right next to Cody Rhodes. Superman es un pendejo al lado de Cody Rhodes. Like, this man is not even Homelander. He's making Homelander look like a bitch. Realistically.
Bro,
Because, bro, Cody Rhodes right now, he took suplex after suplex.
not even John Cena.
Yeah, and then he
Not
would get
even
back
John
into the
Cena.
ring, and then he would do this. He went through a table. He took an F5 through a table and then came through. Bro, then and let me talk to you. Hold up. This was a regular match, right? This was a regular match. Can somebody tell me? This was a regular match, right? Why didn't Cody Rhodes didn't get? Why didn't he get disqualified whenever he hit him with a steps?
Well, I think in that case, remember, Cody held the stairs and then Brock hit Cody with the stairs. So
No.
what?
After that was the first time that Brock hit him off of him, but then Cody went after and then hit him the second time.
Okay, all right. I was
So
kind of
that's why
confused at that
that's
point.
why that's why we were confused. Me and Brandon were like, wait, hold up, what? And then you still have the breakup on the submissions and things like that. And it's like, hold up. And then on top of that, we're gonna have the worst. What is the is that the Cody cutter?
Yeah, Cody Cutter. Yeah.
The spinning one,
No, that's the Crossroads.
the crossroads, the worst three crossroads I've seen from Cody Rhodes.
I mean,
That shit was
it must be
terrible.
difficult also because he's doing it on Brock, which I mean he's probably not the most cooperating
And
individual.
we got the
He's a
same
big dude.
fucking ending again
Now
with the
you know
damn turnbuckle.
but you know what the part that bothers me the most out of the whole Super Cody thing is that okay, I get they're trying to build sympathy, right? Problem is Cody, he's out, and then 2 seconds later he's up and like nothing. They broke his arm, and like 2 weeks later, he's fine.
Bro,
Like there has to be
was crazy.
something. There
They
has
said
to
his
be.
arm is healed.
Yeah, heal. Someone has to sell the Crossroads for it to look good. No, and that is true. And like I
That's
said, it's
true.
difficult.
Yeah, I
It's
get you.
difficult. It's difficult because Brock and himself. I mean, he's not a little
Big
guy.
dude. It's a
Yeah,
big
so it's
dude.
hard. It's hard, and that's fine. My biggest issue with the whole Cody thing is that he doesn't necessarily sell right after he got his ass whooped. It's like he got his ass whooped, then 2 seconds later he's up like nothing ever happened.
The man has only lost once. He has only lost once
Well, he hasn't wrestled that much, honestly.
since he got back. I mean,
Yeah, he said maybe
he
what
came back to
on
WWE.
TV. On TV, he's probably had like what 20 matches or so.
Bro, that's still a lot. He was out for like 6 months.
Oh, but you mean before that? I was talking about like the whole thing, like since he started
No.
with WWE again, because he hasn't wrestled that much.
He's wrestled in almost every pay per view, and then he's won. The fuck, the dude is winning, dude. And it's
Yeah.
like, bro, like I understand that you're trying to, and like people like him. Like I think they like more his music, but like, cause like realistically, like,
Listen, Cody to me, he's
oh, what
actually
do you want to talk about today?
yeah. Cody's a really great wrestler. Honestly, in AEW, to me, he was the one that gave that company credibility. He was the only one that actually had matches that mattered. His biggest mistake over there was him not putting himself in the main event picture, which he would have been a better champion than Kenny Omega any day, real fast.
That's
But
a lot to say.
my oh
I said that's a lot to say because Kenny Omega's good.
no, Kenny Omega is good, but
He's better
He's-
than Cody Rhodes.
no, in ring, yes, but in terms of the character, no. And that's
I
where
don't give a
Cody
shit
Rhodes,
about the character, especially in AEW. It doesn't matter.
it does matter. Well, it does because that's what they're trying to do. If you're trying to get people from outside of wrestling, you're gonna go with Stone Cold. You're not gonna go with Bret Hart. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but AEW was not that way. But anyways, point.
Yeah.
Get to your point.
But anyways, what I'm saying, what I was saying is that he's really good. It almost seems like he's hesitant to take the role of being that leader. Like it almost seems like he's like, oh, I don't know if I should. Or it almost seems like it's that way backstage. I don't know. I may be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong.
I'm gonna be
But it
honest.
just seems like there's nothing there. And yes, WWE does need a big baby face because right now, who is their big baby face? They don't have one. And normally,
They had Sami Zayn and they messed it up.
no, yeah, but he's not a guy that you could see as hell. Even Daniel Bryan wasn't the face of the company. He won the title and then it was gone after 3 months or whatever. So it was just for that moment, and that was the same thing with Sammy. If Sammy would have won the title, they would have taken it off of him real quick. It was just for that moment, as well as if Jay would have won today, that would have been just for that moment, not for him to have a long title run for whatever reason. But anyways, but going back to the whole thing with Cody and stuff, like his selling to me, especially after a match, is I mean, it's not credible. Like it doesn't look right. Like it just looks like he literally like after Brock kicks your ass, Brock Lesnar, which in real life against MMA fighters, real fighters.
Hold on. And scratch the real life thing. Like I do get that point. You know what I mean? But like wrestling wise, Brock Lesnar has been dominating how many wrestlers year after year. He broke Undertaker's streak. He whooped Roman Reigns' ass nonstop. He whooped John Cena. He beat Randy Orton into vacation. Like, who hasn't this man beaten? Now, you got Brock Lesnar giving hugs? Since when? But it's because it's Cody Rhodes. That's why he's giving out hugs. That's why he's giving out handshakes. Realistically, like like you saw the Brock Lesnar as of before that it was kind of like the Beast Incarnate, blah blah blah, Suplex City, yeah, so and so. But it's like, come on, man. You're literally the way that I saw the hug, the handshake from Brock Lesnar and the knot and all that stuff. It's more like you're only doing this so that the company's only doing this so that like that they see like, oh my God, Cody.
That's respect.
It's the next guy. No. Cody Rhodes is the next guy. Fuck the respect part.
No, but that's why it is. Because if Brock Lesnar respects Cody, well then anybody should be able to respect Cody. So that goes right into what you were saying.
But I wasn't talking about respect. Sorry.
Oh.
I was just talking about like the gesture. Brock has not done that. Like, when was the last time that he did that? Like, I get it. It's a new persona. It's Cowboy Brock or whatever. But, like, come on, man. Like, you're like this story that you're like, because watch on Monday Night Raw, what's going to happen is Cody Rhodes is going to be like, I have to finish my story with Roman Reigns. Bro, fucking get over it, man. You lost. Like, just move on. Move on to the World Heavyweight Champion. You can probably beat Seth Rollins. And then that's it. Everybody's happy.
Yeah, I guess. But, and the other thing with Cody and Brock is that still to this day, I don't know why Brock went against Cody. Like, nobody ever gave us any explanation. And WWE is good at stories, so we never really had a story.
No reason.
Like, did you just one kick?
I knew Cody was gonna win as soon as they showed the mom in the crowd. I was like, well, Cody's winning.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna have the Superman run, the Sami Zayn run, which he gets his ass whooped the whole time, and then he does a couple of finishers, and that's it. So yeah.
But anyways, yeah, this match, I'll give it a 2 out of 5.
I'm gonna give it
way too predictable. I'm
gonna give it a 3 on the part of Brock Lesnar when he legitimately seemed like he wanted to beat his ass, which is great.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that part. Other than that, we got the same bullshit finisher from the turnbuckle that he uncovered. Yo, so you're telling me that a babyface is uncovering the turnbuckle and that's a babyface move? Since when? In what year? In what decade of wrestling? Especially in WWE.
They're probably just trying to show desperation, I guess.
Desperation.
Like trying to find the logic behind it. It's probably just desperation. You know, if it's Brock Lesnar, he's fighting you. You're gonna do whatever. Nobody
else did that. You're trying to build Cody Rhodes to be the next biggest face in the company. You ain't see John Cena do that shit.
No.
You ain't see The Rock as a babyface do that. Come on.
Even though The Rock's character, even if he was a face,
he's always been a tweener. Yeah, he's always been a tweener. But still, like, you never saw that shit. Stone Cold. And he was a tweener. He was a tweener
too.
I know, but I'm saying, like, come on, man. Like, you don't have to do
the
that
best example
shit.
would be Cena. The best example would be Cena with the whole hustle, loyalty, and respect thing. And, you know, he didn't do that.
You imagine John Cena comes out and he starts feuding with Cody Rhodes. I'm just waiting for a promo that John Cena tells him, like,
oh, he'd kill him.
You're just a phony, and you're just trying to show this face so people like you. Some bullshit like that. He'll hurt his feelings, like, straight up.
Hey, Cody, that's why I always like Roman Reigns better than you, baby. What? No, no.
Even your own dad. It's like, no. But anyways, moving on to
Seth the Great.
Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. I think that was the next match. I don't remember. But
Yeah, I think so.
anyways, it was one of the two. Yeah, I think it was that one. Yeah, man. Um, Go ahead, bro. Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say real quick what I thought about the match. I thought the match was okay. It wasn't what I expected out of these two guys because these two guys are awesome in ring. They can tell a story. It was all right. It was a good match. Like I thought that it had a potential to be a match of the night just because of the two guys that were in there. It clearly wasn't.
When I told you it was gonna be a disappointment.
No, it clearly was. It clearly was. But then, and then the ending, the whole thing to me was a little overcomplicated. Was overbooked. It was just like, okay, then you have Damien coming out, and Finn's like, okay, I'm gonna cash in. Well, okay, why are you bringing that out and all this stuff? I'm like, dude, just hurry up. Just do whatever you're gonna do.
Now, this is the part whenever I'm gonna agree with you. Yes. Yeah, they need to hurry the fuck up and then just cash in.
Because I didn't know. I'm like, all right, you're gonna do. We already know what's gonna happen, so just you gotta do it over with. You know, man, it was completely disappointing. I really wanted Finn to win, and even if I would have been cool if Damian Priest would have cashed in, but I really wanted Finn to have a run, bro, at least a good 3-4 months. Let him have the title till Royal Rumble or something. It's fine.
It sucks. Since 7 years ago, whenever he got hurt, they took the champion away from him because he got hurt, and ever since then, can't touch it unless it's the NXT champion.
Nada. Yeah, that's it. And best thing he did was go back to NXT. So at least he's like, this don't appreciate it here. So yeah. So I don't know. All I know is I'm sick and tired of seeing Seth Rollins as champion. I like him. He's great in the ring. The whole thing with the song, I am done with that. Like, I don't know what I can't stand more. That or the whole Cody Rhodes thing. I don't know what's worse. Both of them are literally on equal standing. And him being dressed up as a Christmas present really drives me nuts, too. He looks like a gift bag.
What do you give the match?
He looks like a gift bag from Amazon. Like the generic gift bag from Amazon. That was Seth Rollins. But anyways, I give the match, I'll give it a 3 just because I mean they are good, and like I said, it almost looked too perfect. It was a very nice looking match, execution wise, but I mean, if I wouldn't have seen that match, I'd have been all right.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
2, yeah.
Too many interruptions, too much shit going on. Realistically, too many things going on for nothing. Like, let's just put it like that, for literally nothing.
Facts.
So yeah,
Facts.
and they're milking this potential feud between Finn and Damian Priest for way too long, and so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Either do it or don't do it, but don't just stop there.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next match was the women's match, the 3-way between Bianca, Charlotte, and Asuka.
No, it was the Gunther. It was the Gunther.
Oh, Gunther. Oh, God. By the way,
the match of the night, it was the
by
Gunther
far.
versus Drew McIntyre.
Not even
And to
close.
be honest with you, that was a 10-minute match, which is the craziest thing.
But it was phenomenal.
They hit each other hard. That's probably going to be the match that I remember besides the main event.
Mm-hmm.
It was great, man. Gunther straight puts on bangers after banger after banger. And they're going to have another great... This is going to be a good run. Hopefully they feud. It just kind of seemed like...
Drew's awesome, bro. Drew... I don't, like I said, I don't think I've ever seen a guy turn from being just a jobber into an amazing wrestler, a guy that could be face of the company.
He was part of 3MB, bro.
But but the thing is that but like I said, I honestly think that Drew, like I said, he could be the face of the company. Good thing is, at least my perception is that it seemed like he knew that he wasn't going to be the face of the company. So what did he do? He turned into a hard hitter. He turned into like Sheamus 2.0. And then, which, yeah, you're going to be in the mid card, higher mid card. You're going to have a main event here or there, but it's respectable. And he's a guy that you could put, you could give him the WWE Heavyweight Championship, the one that Seth has right now, and it's all right. It's cool.
Yeah. Yep.
It's cool. Which actually, that should probably be the next feud. Like, I agree with that. Like, that's fine. But bro, those welts on both of their chests, especially Gunther's.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that match because
Oh,
there was too much stuff going on.
that was a work of art. And
Yeah,
honestly, that was a work of art. That was a great match. Not too long, not too short, just enough, and it was hard hitting match. I give it a. I'll give it a 4.75. Like
I'm gonna give it
really
a
close.
5.
Give it a 5. Okay.
5.
Yeah.
5.
10. Really like.
But yeah, it was great, man. Honestly, like it was really good. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna rewatch it again just because I missed some spots on there. So yeah, it was good. Best match of the night.
Awesome. All right. Then the next match was the three-way between Asuka, Charlotte, and Bianca Belair.
You had three workhorses that don't know how to work together. You had Bianca faking an injury. I think. I don't know if it was
I
injury.
hope so.
I hope she was faking an injury, and on top of that, she was faking it really bad afterwards. Whenever she started hopping back into the ring, I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
The
Bro?
beginning was great. The beginning,
Yeah,
it was
I
like
really legit
her
thought that
sell
she
job
hurt
was
herself.
amazing. It was
Yeah,
like, damn.
but once she started like limping back to the ring, like she's Greg Jennings and Madden. Put the team on my back,
And then she's
but
getting on the third rope. If you have a bad knee, that's the
which
one thing you don't want to do.
granted, that 450 splash was clean.
Yeah.
It was clean. But the finish was different. I liked it only because I was not expecting it to be a pin like that. You know what I mean? Which was great. However, like, hey, the positive thing is that Charlotte didn't win and she didn't get the 17th time.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
Bianca won to then get the cash in from Io Sky, which it
Yes.
was amazing. I'm gonna give the Io Sky cash in a 5 out of 5.
Yes.
The match, I'm gonna give it a 2.
The match, I'll give it a 3. The EO cash in, I'll give it out of 5. I'll give it a 5.1. A little bit more than 5. I loved it. The point one is because Bailey showed up. She didn't turn on her, and then you had Dakota Kai celebrating with her in the end. That was great. They
Beautiful
came,
masterpiece.
yeah. They started last year. They came back to the company last year in SummerSlam. An amazing way to finish. You know, to have their run, to finish one whole year of being in the company. That's great. Hey, like Mavsman saying, EO winning was much deserved. I agree.
deserved it.
She can be
You
a great
deserve
champion.
it.
She can be a great champion. She does amazing things in the ring, and it's time for a change. Because Asuka, they really didn't do much with her. It's a shame because she's great, but
Yo, it's crazy because the two winners at WrestleMania that won the women's champion, they haven't done shit with them. I don't care if Rhea Ripley is hurt, then take the title away from her. Like give other people opportunities. But
I think
realistically,
they just want the visual with her.
Yeah, the Raw women's roster is terrible. But yeah, that's
Hey,
a
we said it in the draft that
yeah,
SmackDown was stacked.
yeah, that's a story for another day. But
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get down to the nitty gritty. Let's go ahead and get down to the main event, where the tribal chief Roman Reigns goes against main event Jey Uso in a tribal combat.
Here's the next Roman fighting cheap champ. Okay.
No,
Got it.
no, it's not that bad, bro. Come on, man. I
What do
mean,
you mean? What do you mean?
Sorry,
What sense?
sorry. Roman Reigns has definitely defended it more than Rhea Ripley. Like Rhea Ripley is having a run like Nikki Ash. That's what she's having.
Well, Rhea's had more defenses against Natty. Granted, she had 3 of them in like 2 weeks. So yeah, per math.
She's actually doing better in NXT than in the main roster.
But anyways,
I've been watching it.
let's go on to the.
But moving on to the main event, man. This match, honestly, you have to rewatch it. It was I thought it was a good match. It could have been match of the night. It could have been match of the night, but then you had the Gunther and Drew McIntyre. So like that took it, you know what I mean? But like it was heading down the road to be a really good match. They were hitting each other hard. Jey Uso had a lot of intensity like always. Roman Reigns was doing great. He was talking all his shit like he normally does. The visuals were great. And what I like the most is like for like 80% of the match, it was clean between both of them. You know what I mean? Towards the end, unfortunately, Solo got involved. That part I didn't like, but hey, like it's gonna happen. Now the biggest swerve, which to you thought it was predictable, but the biggest swerve it was Jimmy Uso, his own brother,
His own twin.
pulled him to not pin him, and then just served him to the tribal chief. So now the next question is, does Jimmy go back to Roman Reigns? Or is Jimmy just going to be the lone wolf?
I don't know. I think what may happen is what you were saying, that Solo may go with Jay, and then
Solo,
Jimmy's.
I'm going to be honest with you. Solo's starting to get on my nerves, bro. Because Solo's becoming a bitch. Like,
I think the
excuse my
yeah,
language. No,
bro,
no,
four times.
excuse my language, but like, bro, like he is becoming that because realistically, like, you're going from it seems like he just doesn't know what to do anymore. Like he was going from such a badass Samoan, undefeated, blah blah blah, and then now he's just meh. He's just the middle of the road guy,
I
and it
think
just
the
kind of
see,
sucks.
I think the issue with this story at this point, it almost seems like they're just going a little bit too slow. Like they have to, okay,
Well,
something has to happen, because the thing is, like, for example,
they have to because of
because
WrestleMania,
yeah,
bro.
but still 8 months away. The thing is with the Jay and Roman match, one thing I didn't like, yeah, I understand it's no DQ, but if you're gonna have something that is for not just the championship, but for the being the tribal chief or whatever it is, you're gonna make it a no DQ match without any honor, without anything like that. Like it's literally
What do
gonna
you
be
mean? What is
the
it?
because what I mean is, like, for example, let's say somebody's being voted the head of the family, right?
Okay.
Do you want a match that anybody could just bring anything and hit each other? No, you want a fair match,
Excuse me.
right? Kind of like almost like Black Panther, right? The way they had their match, T'Challa and what's his face? I forgot his name. Michael B. Jordan,
The
in the first one.
only difference was that they didn't have superpowers.
But but then again, in this one, they basically added superpowers because you could do whatever. You could bring people in, you can hit people with chairs, you could do all these other things which you normally cannot do in a regular match.
Hold up. I'm sorry. This is bothering me. But in the Black Panther fight scene, there was fucking weapons. What are you talking about? Like there was
Yeah, but it
weapons
was weapons, but
allowed.
they couldn't have superpowers, right? And what I mean is that they lowered what they can do, right? Because you're trying to make it as fair as a match as possible. With this, what you're doing is you're literally letting anybody. So that means Paul Heyman could have been fighting in that match, and then all of a sudden you just bring a bunch of people. They beat up Jay, and then they win the title. He wins, and he's the tribal chief. Why? Not because he better, not just because he beat the other guy. It's because he had other people beat him up, and that's why I think it was kind of weak in the way they did that. It was, like I said, it's like, all right, if you're giving it this much importance, why are you giving it such a dirty finish? If you're gonna have Roman win, fine, have him win dominantly. Have him win like you've wanted for the longest time. Have him win. Maybe Jay trips.
They
Maybe
can't do
Jay
that again.
maybe Jay lets his emotions get the best of him. But you
No,
don't
they
have to
can't.
have Ken Solo comes in, then Jimmy comes in. No.
The problem is they
It should have just
can't.
been a straight up match. In fact, it could have been
Yeah,
a cage match like it started.
again, they cannot do that again.
It's closing the circle. You're ending the
There's
story
no
the same way you started
closing
it.
the circle if the person that's closing the circle is not winning. That's not closing the circle.
Well, it
That's
can be
just
because you're getting an
that's
end to
just
the
taking an
story.
L three times in a row.
Whatever it is. And then Jay falls in line with Roman because he has to, because he has no choice. But whatever it
I
is,
get you. I get that point. But then you know what would have happened if that would have happened? You would have came back on this live stream and you would have started complaining about that finish.
oh, absolutely. You know that.
So it's like right now we have a potential that Solo is gonna get away for some apparent reason. His anger towards Jey Uso is gonna disappear, and then he's gonna go with Jey
Oh, but it's
Uso.
been like that the whole time. It's just a big family story. They just got pissed off. Everybody got too drunk. Uno dijo cabrón al otro, otro dijo cabrón
But
al
then
otro, and then they're
so
just pissed off. That's what it seems like.
But Solo got super pissed off because of the spear, and it's like, bro, come on, man, it was an accident. You know what I mean? Your thick ass was the one that got pulled into the middle of it. But the thing that's the craziest is Jimmy Uso, which personally I said from the very beginning, Jay Uso should have been the one to betray Jimmy Uso.
But now,
Wait, but no, like I'm talking about
ages ago,
later.
no, ages ago. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like now,
yeah.
it's like okay, yeah,
But
great.
now I guess they're trying to set up like for a potential like right down the road, like Jimmy versus Jay at some point.
Now the thing is, like, I don't even know where that leads anybody to.
It could be a Survivor
Jay
Series.
winning, and I don't know. To me, it's just weird. I think they have to kind of get the story moving along. Maybe even get somebody outside. Maybe have another challenger to Roman that has nothing to
Well, they're
do with the
gonna they're
bloodline
gonna
at this
they're gonna
point.
have to. They're gonna have to because right now, unless Solo is the one that betrays him and then does all that extra stuff, but we're gonna be going back to a full circle. We're gonna be going back to the same thing. And to be 100% honest with you, before I used to think Solo was gonna be the one to dethrone him. I don't think Solo is gonna be the one to dethrone him
Like
at all.
I,
Like he's just like it just kind of it sucks because this him being next to Roman Reigns, not because of Roman Reigns, but because he is stay getting his ass whooped just constantly. And I get it, he's a heel and things like that. But bro,
that's
you
his booking, but
you
they
made
he's
him you
just doing a
made him
job.
as the biggest, baddest Samoan, and then like I just don't see it. You know what I mean?
Well, but
But
even Roman was kind of untouchable until like a few months ago, and all of a sudden everybody whoops his ass. After Sammy, everybody whoops his ass. So it's kind of one of those things where I guess they changed the character, but I think it's what they're trying to tell with this story. They could have accomplished this in a year and a half easily. The thing is that it seems like okay, we're making money with this. Like I said in the past, okay, wait, it's just too much money to let it go away. So now the only thing that will change this is if all of a sudden LA Knight continues to be the number one merch seller. If all of a sudden Seth starts selling more merch than the Bloodline, if Cody starts doing that, because then they're gonna see, or the ratings, they're gonna see like, wait a minute, people aren't that interested. Okay, let's move it forward. But as long
yeah,
as
you're cutting off. You cut off. You cut off. You cut off again. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, bro. Sorry, guys. He is recording from his McDonald's location. He got the McDonald's Wi-Fi. I don't, bro. What's going on? But anyways, man. I'm gonna give this match. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. I thought it was very entertaining. I honestly enjoyed how Roman and Jey Uso went so hard at each other. Pause. And the fact that Jey Uso had a lot of intensity the whole time. So, which is great. It showed the emotion and what it means about like the tribal combat and then what the match means to him. You know what I mean? And I thought it was great, especially so you can close out the book, the chapter, whatever. Move on. Hopefully there is a new challenger. I don't know who, to be honest with you. Definitely something. We're gonna get answers on Friday about Jimmy Uso. We're gonna get answers on Friday about Solo. So definitely, we shall see. Unfortunately, Javi is having some technical difficulties, so we're gonna have to cut the live stream at this point. But hey, catch us on the next one. We'll keep you guys posted with everything. And hey, your boy's back. We are back. We're done with vacations. Okay? COVID ain't gonna stop me now. All right? They ain't gonna stop us. But hey, that was it for you guys. Hope you guys have a good night. Deuces. Yo, hang up the call.